Hey friends, thanks so much for tuning into my channel. Today's video is simply a demo of how I got straight hair. It's just a demo of my current blowout process and the products that I use, and you even get to see just a little bit of my struggle with straightening my hair. I am pleased with the results this time around, and I will be honest with you and let you know, for me, this is a day-long process. I very rarely even straighten my hair. And when I do straighten my hair, I plan to not have to leave the house that day. So I will wash and condition early in the morning, and then I will detangle and blow dry a little later in the day, and then a little later in the evening, when things are kind of settled down for the day, I will go through and do the flat ironing process. All right, let's jump right in. I'm starting with freshly washed and deep conditioned hair, and I am going to separate it into 4 sections just to get started. I usually do that just to make my hair a little bit more manageable throughout the process. So I'm going to separate it and use these butterfly clips. So that's always my first step, and I'm going to get into the blow drying process in just a moment. Alright, I have my sections now, and I am covering the portion that I'm not working with the conditioning cap. And that's just going to keep some of the moisture in the hair to make it easier to comb and separate as I prep it for blow drying. And I'm separating that first large portion, adding some Cantu leave-in conditioner, and I'm using pure shea butter as my heat protectant. And once I have saturated the hair, I'm just going in and blow drying. And as you can see, the dryer that I'm using here does not match the comb that you see at the beginning of the video. So what had happened was I purchased the dryer attachment for another dryer that I have. Now, like I said earlier, I do not straighten my hair very often, and I went to look for the dryer and I just cannot find it. So I had to pull out an oldie but goodie, and I am using that dryer on a low heat setting. It's an older dryer, and the high heat setting is very hot. And so now I'm going in with a barrel brush, and that barrel brush is just helping to pull some of the volume out of the ends of the hair. That's a step that I don't always do, but it does help some. So I'm done with that first section. And I like the texture of the hair. It feels good. It's nice and soft. And I'm moving on to my next section. And I'm just showing you here that I'm repeating that exact same process. It takes a little while for those sections to dry, especially because I'm using that dryer on a low heat setting. It's supposed to be safer for your hair to use the low heat setting. So I'm doing that. It's taking a little longer to do it that way, but that's what I chose to do this time around. And I'm just slowly but surely getting one side of my hair dry. That's how I think of it. I separate into 4, get that first side done, and get ready to dive into the next side. So I'm done with the right side, and I'm going to move on to the left. Alright, and just like that, almost an hour later, I'm just about done blow drying that left side. Same process, just trying to get it done at this point. And I've actually really improved with using that barrel brush. I struggled so hard the first time I tried that. But it does help, so it's worth the time. And so now we are done blow drying. And I'm going to take a little break and come back, and we're going to jump right into flat ironing this hair. Alright, so the first thing I need to do before I start flat ironing, again is to section the hair off into 4 sections again. Alright, and as a heat protectant and a smoother, I'm using the BioSilk Silk Therapy Original, and this was my first time using it. So I bought the small one because I wanted to see if I liked the results, and this teeny tiny little one was like $10. So yeah, I didn't want to take a chance, but I actually do like it, and I will go back and purchase the larger size in the future. Alright, so as you can see with my process, I use a small comb to pull through as I am passing that flat iron over the hair. That helps to pull some of the curliness out of the ends. A lot of times I can get my hair pretty straight, but the ends will still be a little curly. So the comb helps with that. Takes a little coordination, but the more I do it, the better I get at it. Same thing again, just showing you guys my process in real time. Alright, I managed to get that first side straightened. It took about 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes. And now I am straightening the second side. And again, it takes a little coordination to use that comb and flat iron at the same time. And the left side is a little harder for me for some reason. I'm left-handed, so for whatever reason, it's a little bit more difficult for me to pull the flat iron through, pull the comb through rather, with my right hand. And I'm just about done. I'm sure you can see in my face that I'm exhausted. It's the end of the day. This is the third part of the styling process. Not to mention that Paul Mitchell flat iron is hot, but it's getting the job done. So the heat is a little exhausting, but slowly but surely, I have a final product. We got it done. My hair is straight. Like I said, I straighten my hair maybe twice a year. If that, there have been a few years where I didn't straighten it at all. So yeah, I don't straighten it often, but when I do, I really try to get the most out of it. So I am going through now and using a paddle brush to wrap my hair. A paddle brush is ideal because I'm able to brush at the root and kind of help smooth the hair and prepare it to be wrapped for the night. Because I am absolutely getting ready to knock out after this. So it took a while. You guys are seeing it in speed mode, but I got it done. Alright, she's back. It's the next morning and I am preparing to enjoy the fruit of my labor. I'm prepping to film a couple videos and yeah, I'm going to comb it down and see what I have. Nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed watching my process. I'm always trying something new until I find the method that works for me, and then I pretty much stick with that. So I actually did like the products that I used. I liked the texture of the hair. I like the smell of the BioSilk product. So I'm sure I'll try this again. It'll be a while, but I'll definitely try it again. But I hope you were encouraged by watching my process to figure out what works best for your hair and go with that. I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!